Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Hook. As a matter of fact, it's a Hulk sword crafted from the great dimension crashing Plesioth. I was told, all good video must start with a Hook.
Are you not entertained?
Alright, sorry for the horrible joke. Let's go straight into the tips. Here is an important announcement. We will be touching on post-endgame contents in this video. Naturally, it will be filled with spoilers. If you don't want any spoilers, turn back now. Before that, don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Tip number 1. Always use double attack whenever possible. Engaging in head-to-head is a very dangerous stunt to perform in the endgame area. Endgame monsters hit like a truck. You will lose a chunk of your HP even if you win a head-to-head. So always use double attacks to forfeit the opponent's turn instead of tanking it. You will need to take note that only single target move can trigger a double attack. You need to pay close attention to what your Monstie is doing. If they are using a move that target multiple enemies, you can't perform a double attack even if both you and the Monsties are using the opposing attack type. So remember, the Monstie does not deserve free will in this relationship. Just force them to change skill whenever necessary. Moving on to the next tip. Switching Monstie to guarantee the next attack type. Monsties tends to do their own things from time to time. My Green Nagakuga tends to do a power attack when going against a speed type monster. And it always do this when I run out of skill points to use any skill. When this happens, you can simply switch to another type monster in your team to guarantee a technical attack on the next turn. Remember, Monstie will always perform the attack that match its own attack type when it gets switched out into the battlefield. Tip number 3. Don't waste a Right-On for attacks. The most important application of Right-On is actually to prevent KO. Don't just use Right-On whenever it is available. You will lose the ability to perform double attack. Going head to head with endgame monsters is simply not worth it. The ability to forfeit the opponent's attack is much more valuable from a strategic point of view. Instead, use Right-On when you know you are gonna get KO by the opponent's ultimate killer move, since you will only get knocked off and the Monstie is left with 1 HP. You won't lose heart and you don't need to waste another ancient potion. Tip number 4. Don't waste Kinship skill for the damage number. This is closely related to the previous tip. Don't waste Right-On just to spam a Kinship skill. Instead, use Kinship skill to forfeit the opponent's ultimate attacks. Like what I'm doing here with Bloodbath Diablos, its ultimate attacks can easily wipe out the whole team in one go. So I just use the Right-On and forfeit its ultimate attack with a level 1 Kinship skill. Remember friends, staying alive is much more important than getting big damage numbers. Tip number 5. Bring the almighty Reverto. Regardless of a Wyvern problem or an Elder Dragon disaster, nothing can stand in the way of Reverto. Personally, I prefer Hunter type Beta Buddies since they have huge pool of HP and also hit hard like a Diablos. Among the buddies, Reverto definitely hit the hardest since he is a great sword user. As what Uncle Ben said, with big weapon come big destructibility. So if there is a tier list for Beta Buddies, Kyle will be placed here, while Reverto will be placed here. Don't pick Kyle unless you like to see him charge his bow at the wrong timing every time. Enough said, just bring Reverto, you won't regret it. If any of these tips have helped you, do consider liking this video so that I can have more motivation to destroy the ecosystem by releasing a bunch of unwanted monsters into the wild. Now, on to number 6 on the list, farming level 8 and 9 of the Elder's Lair. The journey to the deepest part of the Elder's Lair is definitely a pain in the backside, but I promise you, it is worth it. Level 8 is home to the deviants such as Grimclaw, Silverwind, Bloodbath, and Dread Queen. And the residents of level 9 are Elder Dragons, and a Monkey. Keep coming back to this floor and farm their materials. You will need a lot of it since some of the equipment can now be upgraded to level 5. After you are done with level 8 and 9, you will be faced with the greatest challenge yet. Link to the final super boss on top if you don't mind spoilers. Next at number 7, get your best Monstie from co-op mission ASAP. I know some of you don't like to play co-op, or like me, you don't have any friends. But fret not, you don't need real friends to do co-op mission. Just bring an NPC with you and you are good to go. The game didn't really specify this, but in the meeting room, simply go to the menu, select Start Now, and off you go. The NPCs provided are actually quite smart. They will not hesitate to spam healing items whenever necessary. Also, from my experience, there is no NPC that is using bow, which means no more bow charge nonsense. The missions you need to look out for are the Explore mission. Use the SR packets for a guaranteed Elder Dragon at the end of the mission. There are also 3 other monster stands in each mission. Deviant's eggs can be obtained randomly in them. Tips number 8. Don't bother with leveling your Monstie. You don't have to start from beginner zone in order to level up your new Monsties. Bring them along to a high rank area and just let them chill in the back seat. I brought along a level 1 Monobloss for a Deviant farm. After one fight, boom, level 38. Bro, work smart instead of work hard. Now at number 9. The ultimate art of egg stealing. Personally, I don't like to engage in unnecessary fight, especially during an egg farming run. The good news is, you can effectively avoid combat by exploiting the game mechanics a little bit. First, for sleeping monsters in the den. If the monster woke up during the egg search, you will not be engaged in combat immediately. Use this iframe moment to immediately run behind the monster. The monster AI can't detect your presence when you are behind it. Now just simply move to the side of the den while avoiding eye contact with the monsters, and you can safely run away without any bloodshed. The second slightly trickier method is for monster ambush from the entrance. This is not my findings, I get to know these methods from YouTuber within the Chinese speaking community. I will link her video down below. The trick is, you open the map right before the monster came into contact with the rider. The monster will keep moving even if you open the map, but you will just pass through without triggering the combat. Maybe it's a bug that will be patched in the coming release, but before that, just do it and have fun. Finally, at number 10. Drink your supplements. Use the nutrients on your Monstie to give them extra boost to their stat. Do not worry about running out of stock. You can easily get nutrients from Monstie Expedition. Also, remember to open up all 6 expedition slots by buying it from the Melnix. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for staying till the end. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below to support my channel. I'm Brian from Malaysia. Thank you and have a nice day.